Right here in our own backyard, something special has been making a whole lot of noise in the best way. The Louisville Leopard percussionists are proof that when kids are given instruments, encouragement, and a place to belong, amazing things can happen. Joining us in studio to tell us more is the director, Diane Downs, and Leopard alum, Danny Markham. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm witnessing some celebrities right now because you were actually featured on the Kelly Clarkson show a couple weeks back, which we'll get to in just a little bit. But for those who aren't familiar with your group, tell us how you got started.
Oh, it was an accident. I was looking for bulletin board paper in a closet where I was teaching, and I found all these little instruments stacked up to the ceiling, so I went and got my second and third grade class, and y'all want to do a concert? Okay. So we learned a bunch of songs and played at a PTA meeting, and then we played for somebody's grandma at the nursing home, and then played at the mall, and it blew up from there. So almost 33 years later, we do about 300 to 400 kids a year.
Wow.
In grades 2 through 12 from all over Louisville, and all different kind of anything percussion we've got.
Oh my gosh. So did you have a music background?
I started in music in the 4th grade. My mom, I remember bringing the form home for band, and she didn't say, "Oh, do you want to join band?" She said, "Which instrument will you be playing?" So it wasn't, I was going to do music. She's a bluegrass musician. She plays banjo, and she's in the Dulcimer Society and everything. So she knew how important it was to do music. So I have always done it. It's just, something. But I'd never done percussion before. I'd always done wind instruments.
Okay.
I'm like, well, how hard could this be, really?
Isn't it just crazy that you just found these stack of instruments and you're like, you know what, let's do something with this?
Right. It was nothing planned. Well, nothing we do is really planned. Yeah. It just kind of happens.
Well, I think that's the best way to do it. And I think, giving students a chance to learn something brand new. I mean, it is the new year. A lot of people are having those New Year's resolutions, and there is no age limit to that. I mean, kids can have their own, talents that they want to showcase and shine. So what ages of students do you work with?
They come in right after 1st grade. So I remember when Danny came in right after 1st grade. She was a 2nd grader when she started, and they stay pretty much as long as they like. We've got kids that graduate from high school and finally they have to retire. And then when they don't retire, they come back and we hire them.
Exactly.
I never left.
Right.
And not only do you perform here in Louisville, but you kind of perform all over the place too, is that right?
We just got back from Chicago. We played at a very prestigious music convention in Chicago, so that was really exciting. And anywhere we can get on a bus, we'll go. We've been to New York City all the way to New Orleans, and everywhere in between.
Yeah, and so Danny, you are a fellow alum.
Yes.
And so tell us, when you first got your hands on drumsticks, and what was that like for you?
Yeah, so I was in the 2nd grade, and I was in the class next to Diane's, and her room was just full of so much energy, and it was so just light and bright. She had animals everywhere. And yeah, she found these instruments, and I would hear them learn the songs. So the next year I had begged my mom to get me in the class. Yeah. And I just remember Diane, she could have been teaching anything and I would have just eaten it up because she's just such an incredible mentor and teacher, and the way she connects to kids really just makes you want to do whatever the thing is. And I always felt like you had me in your best interest, and I think kids feel that. And so music was the vehicle. And yeah, when the drumsticks hit my hand, I just knew I loved music and drums,
Well, and you haven't let go either, because now you have a full-on professional career doing this.
Yes, yeah. I basically never stopped. Yeah, I went to the Youth Performing Arts School for high school here in Louisville, and then the University of Miami, and then just started touring with Tune Yards and then Childish Gambino. But I would always come back and try and teach. I needed to be around Diane, at least once a year I'd come back to see her and the kids.
I mean, how special is that, having this relationship, how it grows, and then now being on kind of this national stage? You were at the Kelly Clarkson show. She gave you $10,000 to help you fund this program. And that was probably really eye-opening, but how are you going to use those funds and really fuel this so even more kids can get their hands on instruments? Well,
we were so fortunate to receive that gift from Kelly Clarkson and Text Now, and we'll put that in our operating expenses and use them for scholarships. A lot of it goes towards scholarships for the kids, because we want all kids to be able to do this, not just the kids that can pay for it. So we have a lot of kids that are on scholarships, and it makes them different. It changes their outlook on things and gives them opportunities that they wouldn't get otherwise, you know. And we want to make sure that they get a chance to do something really cool too.
Yeah, and have their light to shine. So thank you both so much for coming in today. I cannot wait to see what else you guys do and where else you're going to perform too.
Well, our annual big gig is always a big one. This year it's on Mother's Day, so everybody, you know, come out and watch our kids play. We pull out all the stops. We do, you know, as much as we can. About 180 kids.
Wow, I love it. Thank you both so
Thank
much
you.
again for coming on today. So again, if you're interested in learning more, just go over to leopardmusic.org.